And thank you, Joey. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the City of Franklin Beer Board meeting. Today is June the 9th, 2026, and we will go ahead at 4:30 p.m. Central Time and call this meeting to order. First item that we have here is a roll call. Alderman Barnhill.
Here.
Alderman Caesar.
Here.
And the chair is present as well. Next, we'll move forward to a setting of the agenda. This is consideration of any changes in the agenda or setting the agenda as it is currently stated. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve the agenda as it is presented.
Second.
Thank you, sir, and thank you for the second. We'll move forward with a vote. Alderman Barnhill?
Yes.
Alderman Caesar?
Yes.
And the chair votes yes as well. Next, we'll move to any citizen comments. I do not have any citizen comment cards at this time. If there are, those will be brought forward. All right, seeing none, we'll move to our next agenda item, and this is approval of the minutes. This is consideration of approval of the minutes for May the 12th, 2026 Beer Board. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion has been made and properly second to approve the previous minutes for May the 12th, 2026. Alderman Barnhill, how do you vote, sir?
Yes.
Alderman Caesar?
Yes.
And the chair votes yes as well. Next on our agenda is new business. This is consideration of application of Downtown Franklin Rotary Club, DBA, Hogball Eastern Flank Battlefield, located at 1368 Eastern Flank Circle, Franklin, Tennessee, 37064. Roger Walters, managing agent for special event. Event date and hours October the 3rd, 2026. Time is 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. Ms. Davey.
All right, good afternoon, members of the Beer Board. This is a special event application. This is the 5th year. Am I on? There we go. Hello. Good afternoon.
Ms. Davey, you may need to start over. Thank you.
This is a special event application. This is the 5th year that the Downtown Franklin Rotary Club has put on the Hog Ball. The application and inspections are complete, so staff is recommending approval. And we have Adam Caldwell and Roger Walters here with us tonight from the Downtown Franklin Rotary to answer any questions about their application and to tell you about the event.
All right, thank you, Ms. Davey. We'll invite Mr. Walters and Mr. Caldwell to the podium at this time. If you would please introduce yourself, and then we'll turn the table to you.
I'm Adam Caldwell. Roger Walters.
All right. If you'd like to share a little bit about your event, how long y'all have been doing it, and how you've prepared.
This will be the 5th year, and what we do is just raise money for local charities and have a good time.
All right.
So I think, we identify 5 charities, and the money raised through this event all goes to those charities. The one thing that makes it unique with this event is those who attend get to vote on which charities get awarded the most. They will all be given something and stuff with it, but those attending, based on the money that we raise, there will be one large lucky winner and stuff that gets the majority of it.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen. I'm going to open the floor now to. Actually, we need a motion on the floor to move to discussion.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion has been made and properly seconded. This time we're going to open up the floor for any questions or comments from the board. Alderman Barnhill?
I don't have a lot of questions on it. I know they've done this for the last 4 or 5 years now, and probably understand what is required. So your bartenders have to be ABC certified, and you make sure that you don't serve underage. I think you'd have never had a problem with that.
No,
so I don't see any reason to expect that tonight. I mean, when the event takes place, and it is October the 3rd, 4 to 10. Eastern Flank Battlefield.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I don't have anything else other than that, and that's it for me.
All right. Thank you, sir. Alderman Caesar?
My only question, Clyde, I've been to this event a few times, and I would say there's not a risk of an underage person receiving any alcohol there.
Okay.
Just based on the makeup of the audience, but I would encourage you to come. But just in addition to the certifications and making sure that people are of age, making sure that we're not over serving, and I think you guys have done that well in the past and look forward to a good event in the future and giving away some money and getting a chance to maybe steer who gets it based on votes and tickets. So,
Yes, sir.
no other questions for me.
Thank you, Alderman Caesar. At this time, the chair does not have any questions as well, so we're going to move forward to a vote. Alderman Caesar?
Yes.
Excuse me. Alderman Barnhill?
Yes.
Thank you, and the chair votes yes as well. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Next, we'll move forward to consideration of application of Roots Prime Chop House LLC, DBA Roots Prime Italian Chop House, located at 440 Cool Springs Boulevard, Franklin, Tennessee 37067. Jose Serrato, managing agent for on-premises consumption.
All right, this is a new business application. Mr. Serrato is the owner of Serrato's Steakhouse, so he does own another restaurant in the city of Franklin that has a beer permit. And you may be familiar with this location. This is the building that housed Old Chicago Pizza. So this is a new business going into a building that previously operated as a restaurant under different ownership. And everything is complete except for we are still waiting for the certificate of occupancy, so staff would request an approval contingent on the certificate of occupancy. And Mr. Serrato, who is the owner, is here to answer your questions.
Thank you, Ms. Davy. At this time, I'm going to open up the floor for any motions.
Motion to approve,
Do we want to hear from
Contingent
the?
on-
do we-
contingent upon the issuing of the CO.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to hear from him first, or do we typically do that after the motion has been approved?
I was going to go ahead and do it after the motion, since he was walking up here.
Second?
All right, motion has been made and properly seconded. Mr. Serrato, now that you're at the podium, if you don't mind introducing yourself and then telling us a little bit about your business and how you plan to prepare and meet all of our requirements.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jose Serrato. I started Serrato Steakhouse right after COVID, like a little over 5 years ago, at the Parkway Commons by Target, and been very blessed, obviously, with the community and the city of Franklin and all the communities around. So we just a little bit about Serrato's, the success of Serrato's. Maybe it's a little off topic, but that little restaurant allowed us to, because of the success that we had the first year, 3 years later we opened Brentwood, Serrato's Brentwood, and we've been there for a year and a half. We are about to open Serrato's Bellevue also about 3-4 weeks from now. So very, very blessed again with the community and Williamson County in general. In Roots Prime Italian Chop House is basically also a thanks to the success of Serrato. So we're going to be operating Roots Italian Prime Chop House with the same culture, go on beyond for our employees and engage with nonprofit organizations here locally in Williamson County, giving back to the community and all that. But we have a pretty good structure when it comes to training to ensure that we are enforcing the best practices when it comes to serving alcohol responsibly. So we have, a strict policy when it comes to carding, IDing anybody that appear less than 50. We also do not push any. We're not aiming to serve extra alcohol. We never recommend to do like a double or any of that. So, that's our policy, never to do that. Instead, we just basically upgrade the quality of alcohol. If somebody wants an old fashioned, we say, would you like to upgrade for a better quality bourbon? That kind of thing, but never suggest to go double or any of that nature. But again, we submit the service alcohol policy. I believe you guys all have that. But again, we're looking to continue enforcing the best practices to ensure that the privilege of serving alcohol is never taken away from us, and we take that very, very serious on a daily basis.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Serrato. We appreciate those details. I'm going to open up the floor now for any comments or questions from the board. Alderman Barnhill.
I'm assuming that your menu is pretty much the same with the new location that you're going to as the one you've got up on.
So the chop house is Italian. It's a chop house with Italian flair. So we're gonna be serving, great steaks, chops. In addition, we're gonna be serving fresh pastas, intensive line of fresh seafood items. So it's gonna be similar but different in a way that it's gonna have like an Italian flair in it.
So what is your, I don't need to know the seating capacity, what is your expected number of employees that you'll have at your new location?
Just on the new location,
Yeah,
Ruth's probably gonna have about close to 75 to 80 people
okay.
between full-time and part-time.
I don't have any other questions. You're doing it in the target area now, so certainly you know what it's all about. You can go into Bellevue to do it there, and you go in someplace else. So, I mean, I don't have any other questions, or I'll say maybe one more thing. I had lunch there a couple of days ago. It was very good. So,
Thank
yeah.
you. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman Barnhill. Alderman Caesar, any comments or questions, sir?
The only one I have is a little bit tongue-in-cheek. I wish Alderman Barnhill wouldn't let out the secret about Serrato's, but I think that's all, that we've already let that cat out of the bag. It's an excellent restaurant. You have a very high quality.
Thank you.
When you walk in there, you feel it. I thought it was my little secret until recently. We're also very pleased that you're choosing to open up this new concept here in Franklin and bringing it back from Brentwood and Bellevue. We're happy to have you here. We know the way that you operate your business. Not only is it great food, but at the highest caliber of talent from your wait staff to make sure that you're not over-serving folks with beer or alcohol, and we appreciate that. I don't have any other comments, so thank you, sir, for
Appreciate
being
it.
a
Thank you
great
so much.
restaurateur here in our city.
Thank you so
All right.
much.
Thank you, Alderman Caesar. Mr. Serrato, the secret is out. I've been there many times. So
Yes.
great restaurant.
Thank you so much.
Thank you again for opening a second one. I do not have any questions at this time. We're going to move forward to a vote. I'm sorry, Alderman Barnhill?
When do you expect your CO?
The seal.
Yeah, I can answer this. I checked with the Building and Neighborhood Services Department this afternoon. It's still several weeks out
Okay.
from that. However, depending on how quickly Mr. Serrato and the BNS department can coordinate some of the final inspections, it might be able to move up a little quicker. But
All right.
there's still some inspections that are outstanding.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Alderman Barnhill, for that follow-up question.
Alderman Barnhill's trying to plan a lunch meeting, so it sounds like.
I think
Yeah.
so. We do have a proper motion contingent upon the certificate of occupancy and has been properly seconded. This time, we're going to move forward to a vote. Alderman Barnhill,
Yes.
Alderman Caesar.
Yes.
And the chair votes yes as well. Thank you, Mr. Serrato.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Absolutely, yeah.
Next on our agenda is any other or additional business to be brought forward before this board. Is there any at this time?
I have none.
All right, thank you, Ms. Davy. Seeing no others approaching the podium, this time we'll open up the floor for our favorite motion.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion has been made and properly seconded. All those in favor? Aye. Consider this meeting closed.